What is your name and title?
My name is Andy Rad, and I work for Legacy Wealth Management and some of the affiliates. I'm a senior financial advisor, chief investment officer, and one of the founding partners of the companies.
And what is your responsibilities?
Responsibilities, there are several. I have three different roles primarily. The one is helping to run the several affiliated businesses, and which all focus on financial advisory services, tax service, CFO service, kind of that family office environment. And then I do investment research and due diligence, primarily on alternative investments, things that are outside the stock market. It might be private equity, real estate investment trusts, private debt, things like that. And then the different investment strategies that we also have that are affiliated with the stock market. We have several different strategies there, and so there's work involved in that as a group, as part of the investment committee on coming up with the different strategies.
Where are your favorite places to travel and why?
Favorite places to travel and why? That's gets a little bit obscure in that my favorite activity is really being in the backcountry. I live in a rural community. It's in Boise County, which is outside of Boise, Idaho. The whole county only has about 15,000 people in it. And I live in a river here where I have approximately a little over 2 million acres of public land that is just right next to me. I really enjoy the place. My favorite recreation is hiking and backpacking. The Sawtooth National Recreational Area, the White Clouds, the Eagle Caps, numerous mountain ranges, they're all close by. And overnight camping in the backcountry is probably my favorite activity. I really enjoy the solitude, the exercise, pushing yourself, enjoying just God's creation out here. I used to be a backcountry gear tester for numerous companies till about the time I joined Legacy Wealth. Sometimes getting into 30 nights a year in a tent in the backcountry and just testing out the gear, making recommendations, actually seeing some design changes that were made through these different recommendations and what have you. And I just really enjoy that. I think it kind of fits with my background is engineering, and being able to go out and gather data, make changes, and influence product design was always quite rewarding for me. So I enjoy that.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Advice to younger self. Let's see, I worked at Hewlett Packard for 32 years. A good chunk of that was building financial models, engineering those models, software design and stuff. Last 6 years, we're getting rather mundane. And then in 2012, HP offered early retirement, which I took and joined Legacy Wealth as a part-time advisor until we broke off from a broker-dealer and became an independent REA. And then I sold my rental properties and really dedicated myself to the business. So I've always enjoyed the finances, investing, real estate, taxes. That is not paying the taxes, that's mitigating the taxes. And part of the reason I was able to retire at age 55 is did well in that. But back to the question here, which this all leads up to, I wish I would have left HP earlier and followed my passion. Working for a big company, you have the security in there. I did like the technology and such, but it wasn't my passion. When I got to be in my late 40s, it just wasn't what I really wanted to do, but I stayed with it until I retired and wish I would have left earlier.
What is your favorite thing working at Legacy and in your case, affiliated business?
Favorite things at Legacy and in the different affiliations. That'd probably be working with complicated client financials, different strategies that we need, the tax mitigation we need to bring in, going through and researching and following alternative investments and making a solution that works for the client. Particularly in this tax strategy, when you get in that area, there's so much work, and it's surprising as we meet as teams. And during a meeting, it can get rather heated between the different advisors in a friendly way. We all, I think, have a little bit different way we're going to handle the strategy, the risk mitigation, the tax mitigation, and we'll start opening up being in front of the clients, and we've already had ones at different times say, do I need to leave the room? You guys are getting a little heated here. And it's just that we miss things. There's so many different things that are out there that you bring a team in and you start recognizing, it's like, I never thought of that. So it's probably that team environment and being able to work with that client, and just we've got their best interest in mind here. And there's a lot that goes into trying to put together a strategy that's going to help them reach retirement or in retirement, or how they're going to leave it to their heirs, and how to reduce the liabilities that they have. So it's just all that whole portion in there of trying to work on engineering a solution. That's what it comes down to. That's probably what I enjoy the most about that.
And Andy, where can we find you on the weekends?
Weekends. Right where I am here. I really enjoy being in the mountains here with my wife Julie, being at home, working in the shop, hiking, cross-country skiing, snowmobiling. Just enjoy being in the outdoors and in this country here. Yeah, and I often call this God's country up here. It is so beautiful where I live, and just the solitude that we have here.